calentamos, calentamos bien, Ale.
Season, but he got off to a goal-scoring start to this campaign with a fabulous finish to put Celta 1-0 up against Espanyol last weekend.
It was fantastic. Footed, couldn't do anything to stop Iago Aspas, who started the season as he finished last one, you know, on flying form.
Mendy feeding that one out to Vini Jr. Gets away from Servi, attacking Maya, twisting and turning, returning the ball to Mendy, his Benzema. For Aidu Jr. Servi back to his captain Hugo Maya.
Time, because as I said, it's a very tricky system to play with. You take lots of risks. You need to be very comfortable of the ball. There's a lot of movement. You mark one man-to-man in midfield, so it will take time, but we will see Celta playing some really good football. I think that the addition of Paciencia from will benefit everyone, and especially Iago Aspas. You were talking about 77% of his participation in goals. I think that he might improve that this season.
Well, Bruno,
how he had to step back to not get rolled over by Vinicius. A lot of activity from Carlo Ancelotti, which we're not accustomed to, as a rounded attack now through Vinicius.
Vini Jr. tries the shot, curling it. He got the required effect there, but goes Benzema and sliding it past the Argentine keeper, who went the wrong way. Real Madrid take the lead 1-0, 13 minutes on the clock. Karim Benzema with his first goal of the campaign. Real Madrid
directed to goal, clear penalty, and I'm sure that Chachko wants the summer transfer window to end. And to
Tchouaméni quickly releasing to find Camavinga. He in turn picks out Vini Jr. Vini knows he's got the pace to get away from Maya. Forced back, supported by Mendy. Vini again, Maya does well and really protects that well. Takes Vini with him. And
ahora sí, he says, now you give it. But it's amazing. Obviously, Bruno can tell us more, but you know, it's sold out, it's packed, and the fans are, you know, behind Celta, because the players are giving them something, you know, to cheer about and be excited about.
Well, Bruno, maybe you can answer.
It's incredibly loud, and also the fact that where we're seated, there's literally 20 centimeters from the first row of fans, so I can just hear absolutely everything that they're screaming, when they were asking for the penalty, the insults as well for the...
Helping him get rid of the frustration of giving the penalty away, as Modric picks out Vini Jr. Tchouaméni. Militao. A neat footwork and confident footwork from Tchouaméni. Here's Camavinga. Benzema leaves it. Vini Jr. wide to Mendy. Mendy's cross towards the far post. Tapia requires 2 attempts to head it out of the area. And in the end, it was Aspas who came back to help out. Nobody getting on the end of that one. It's cleared in the end by Nunez. Aspas gives it away to Mendy. It's collected now by Vini Jr. Modric with a stretch, fails to get a touch. Maya clears.
Fantastic. And about Tchouaméni, you can tell that, in tight spaces he's not too comfortable. He will improve, I'm sure, through training. It's not the same football, the one we play here in Spain compared to France. And the one he's used to play with the national team as well. Talking about trickery. And look at this. Iago Aspas wasn't too happy about it. Yeah. There's a huge gap, Simon, I can see between the back line of Real Madrid and the midfielders, and lots of spaces to be exploited. I think that if Chervi, this man especially, interprets the game well, I think that he can find, so much space to hurt.
Taking it off Iago Aspas' feet, finds Luka Modric. Carvajal, it's a nicely weighted ball. Vini Jr. trying to flick it back to Benzema. Well, we're nearing the half-hour mark here. Bruno, how's Ancelotti responding to this? Because he must be concerned about that gap that Andrea was talking about.
Yeah, Carlo Ancelotti's normally quite a calm figure in the technical area, but today he does.
Maya, he's got Servi outside him. It's a brilliant challenge.
He's done great,
from Camavinga, who's having a good first half, and here's Vini.
He's done great, but, Mayo found himself in the position. Servi with a great effort. Very close.
Here's Vini. How can Real Madrid respond? He gets away from Aidu. Lays it off to Luka Modric. Carvajal. Carvajal dinks it in.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. You can see.
Years of age and shaking off the challenge of Beltran. Benzema comes through to... What a save. Is it a save or is it a block?
From now trying, a very tense cross, trying to whip it in, and this time he hasn't been effective.
Mendy goes down and wins a free kick. Coudet seems to recognise that it was just that one touch of magic from Luka Modric separating the two sides. Here's Benzema. Vini wide to Mendy. Vini Jr. again. And it was a good challenge from Franco Servi. But the Celta players must... The way Modric is keeping his eye on the ball there. It's given away to Tchouaméni. Here's Vini. Vini getting away from Aidu. Vini! Wow. Fabulous from Tapia. Just getting in there to make the block on the near post.
Well, the acceleration from this player is something else. Astonishing. Tchouaméni reading really well the pass once again, anticipating Chervi playing the ball. Yeah, but so easy. Gets away from Aidu, who's a physical and quick player as well. But look, he's 2 or 3 yards in front of him. Tapia does well to stop him. But this man here is...
Of this first half, Luka Modric with the delivery, plays it short. There's Vini Jr. Modric again. Vini. Iago Aspas winning it back. Aspas, superb to get away from Modric, leaving him seated on the ground. Vini making a sliding challenge. In the end, Aspas goes down.
But, that was a good opportunity for Celta.
Modric, curling ball out to Vini Jr. Gets into the area with ease. And the cross is collected by Marchesín, who was first choice position for Coudet, didn't he, last season, really, as Fran Beltran showed that he could play that role behind that attacking creative midfield three. There, Carlos Casemiro. How do you think Camavinga and young Tchouaméni got on?
I think that Tchouaméni grew into the game, still, struggles a little bit in tight spaces, but that happens to from Chervi, so defensively he's had a decent first half.
As Mayo's for it, instead Tchouaméni to play the ball out. And there's the cross, it's a probing one. Tchouaméni got to it.
Well done, Tchouaméni.
There's appeal for handball against Militao once more. Paciencia, the player, appealing more than anyone. That's a gorgeous ball. Lovely first touch from Vinny. Vinny Junior's through. Lovely footwork, rounding the keeper. What a fabulous, fabulous finish from Vinny Junior to put Real Madrid 3-1 in the lead. Marchesín quickly across, ignoring the celebration from the young Brazilian, to claim a possible handball to referee Jesus Gil. But the moment the goal stands, here's Galan's cross. It comes off the head of Carvajal. No sense of it touching Tchouaméni at all. It comes off the back of Militao. And watch how quick the break is. Tchouaméni to Modric. Modric finding Carvajal. It comes back to Modric, and look at that ball. Brilliant run on the diagonal from Vinny Junior. Takes him 3 touches to round the keeper, and he slides it home with confidence. It's Celta 1, Real Madrid 3.
There's 3 world-class things in this goal. First of the ones, the defensive action from Tchouaméni. Fantastic. He reads where the ball can go, and he blocks the cross from Galan. Then look at Modric. You know, he always looks forward. He sees the run of this man, and then that's the third world-class thing in this goal. The way he gets past Marchesín, you know, with composure. Maybe, you know, that's a bit overdancing for Vinny Junior to celebrate his goal. But obviously he's a happy man. Remember when we talked about him?
Going down to tie his bootlaces, Bruno. The referee, Mr. Gil Manzano, is racing off the pitch. What's going on?
I think he's going to have a word about the object. I think it's a bottle of water had been launched onto the pitch. So I think, yeah, he's speaking to the club delegate down here, and I think he's asking him to have a message on the PA system, sort of telling people to calm down and not throw anything on the pitch.
Well, we've seen quite clearly there was no handball by Militao as Real Madrid played the ball out from the back.
He decided to stay. This man got past him with ease and scored the third goal of the...
Servi with the interception. It was a dangerous ball back, and showing strength.
Even Valverde engaging themselves enough defensively, and you can tell, you know, the difference in the second half.
Lovely from Camavinga to set Vinny Junior through once more. Not the most popular player in the Abanca Balaídos. Paciencia, and in the end it's Tchouaméni who shows tremendous strength to burst through. A chance on the break. Here's Vinny Junior. Benzema loses his footing. Back back on his feet. He leaves it for Valverde. And there's the goal. It's 4-1. Real Madrid make it almost impossible for that man Coudet's side. Once again on the break, and it all started...
Look at him. Look at him.
First of all, it was Aspas, then it was Beltran. Then he finds himself free, picks out Vinny Jr. Vinny Jr. is aware of Benzema, who lost his footing, and Valverde.
But then, you know, defensively it's been absolutely fantastic, tactically as well. And now you can see that on the ball he will have more spaces, and this is when he can dare a little bit more. You know, he doesn't need to be shy anymore.
By Mendy, Camavinga collecting, Camavinga bursting through. Vinny again, the cheers and whistles from the home fans. You get the impression the young Brazilian is even more motivated by that. It's a fabulous run in the end. About to come on, and that's the problem for a side like Celta, who have run themselves into the ground. 4-1 down, 9 minutes left, and you bring on Eden Hazard and Marco Asensio.
Obviously, as we see in the goal probability of 14.6%, probably they were looking at Vinicius' record a few seasons ago, but you know, from that angle, slightly higher. Obviously, yes. I mean, if you look at the bench of Real Madrid, the amount of players and options that Ancelotti has is crazy, as Camavinga is going to be replaced by Asensio. Let's see where Eden Hazard is going to play. You know, Vini comes off into his preferred left wing position. He's going to take his time, Vini Jr.
Quite right, it's been a fabulous performance. One full of peril for the home side's defence. And Asensio and Hazard, two players who obviously tremendous world-class players, but their futures are to a certain extent in question in this Real Madrid side, to the extent that they're not first choice starters at this stage of the campaign anyway.
No, they're not. Asensio had a good season last year in front of goal. He made, you know, the right wing position.
He was Real Madrid's third highest scorer.
Yeah.
Está, creo que Vinicius Junior en directo con nosotros. No sé si nos escuchas, Vini. Bueno, victoria, enhorabuena lo primero por la victoria y por el gol. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás?
Muchas gracias. La verdad que estoy muy contento. Salimos de aquí con la confianza muy alta y un campo muy difícil, siempre muy difícil jugar aquí y tenemos que entrar concentrado como entramos hoy y seguimos así para hacer grandísimos partidos.
Guti.
Hola Vinicius, nada, un placer hablar contigo. Te vemos crecer cada año como jugador, pero ¿cómo ha sido para ti Ancelotti como jugador, la llegada suya al Real Madrid?
Hola Guti, el placer es mío. Ancelotti ha sido muy importante, creo que no solo para mí, pero para todos los jóvenes que están aquí en este equipo, que nos da la confianza que necesitamos, nos da la bronca cuando necesitamos también, y eso nos hace crecer tanto como jugador, y la verdad que estoy muy contento con él. Sigo con mucha confianza y con muchas ganas de aprender y evolucionar.
Quique de Lucas, no sé si quieres comentarle algo a Vinicius.
Sí, nada, algo muy rápido. Hola, Vini, encantado de poder hablar contigo. Quería preguntarte, has dicho que siempre es muy difícil jugar en Balaídos. Te quería preguntar por qué. ¿Por qué dices que siempre es difícil jugar aquí?
Porque tiene un grandísimo equipo, grandísimos jugadores, y la afición también presiona mucho. y siempre muy difícil aquí, no solo para Madrid, pero para todos los equipos.
Gracias, Vinicius, y enhorabuena por la victoria.
Gracias.